How is it that some people manage to manifest so much using law of attraction? They end up manifesting tons of wealth, millions of dollars, crores of rupees, and then there are some people who fail to manifest even a single rupee or a small fortune for themselves. What exactly is it that these people know that others are unaware of? In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about 10 first principles, or rather 10 thumb rules, which can make you pro at manifestation. So make sure that you stay connected to the entire episode. Watch us on YouTube if you're watching the video version, or listen to the entire episode carefully. Make notes, because each and every thumb rule that I talk about, each and every principle that I talk about holds the capacity to unblock multiple resistances in your life and supersede or super speed your journey to manifestation. Welcome to this episode. This is Manifest with Paycheck to Profit, a podcast that answers all your questions with regards to how to manifest, create a life of your dreams, live a life of your wealth that you can imagine and you know that you deserve and desire using law of attraction. I'm Manish Ahuja, founder of Paycheck to Profit, your money mindset and financial literacy coach, and I'm on a mission to build a community of like-minded people who are coming together to change their relationship with money, to become more financially independent, financially literate. They're working on eliminating their money blocks, and also people who are trying to invest and build and manifest a lot of wealth using law of attraction. So if you're somebody like this, stay connected to the community, and most importantly, let's start with the episode for today. The first thing that is absolutely important, now this in itself can help you manifest way more than you can even imagine. Your thoughts are equals to your results. Now, what do I mean by this? Your thoughts give rise to your beliefs. Your beliefs give rise to your conviction and confidence. And your confidence will determine how and what actions do you take. As a result of which, your thoughts is equals to your results. Whatever action you put in is going to have a direct impact on your results. Positive thoughts will lead to positive actions, which will lead to positive results. Hence, always be absolutely mindful about the thoughts. Do not allow negative thoughts to enter your mind. Try to oppose them. Try to find a way to look for a silver lining. Try to create a positive spin to every situation of your life. Positive thoughts are very powerful, which automatically goes to the next thumb rule or the principle is your present is a reflection of your past, and your present is also the raw material for the future. Look at it from this point of view. If you are going through a bad time today, it's directly because you have had these negative thoughts which have been brewing in your subconscious mind for the last whatever number of weeks, months, or even years, sometimes even decades. So whatever you have been brewing on your subconscious mind is finally manifesting today. And whatever you are feeling today is the raw material for what you're going to lead to in the future. So if you want to change the way you are manifesting, if you want a different life for yourself, if you want a different bank balance for yourself, if you want a more rewarding career for yourself, if you want a much better portfolio for yourself, start looking at your entire present and rewrite your present. You may not be the most financially literate person today, but you can change that today by investing more time and learning how to invest better. You listening to this podcast, you watching this podcast in itself is your commitment towards that direction. So I applaud you for that. But at the same time, this is just the start. Stay invested on this journey. Stay committed to this journey. Stay consistent on this journey, and you are going to see results on this. The third and the most important aspect, or the first principle, is attitude of gratitude will amplify your manifestation. One of the reasons why people fail to manifest, one of the reasons why people fail to grow in their manifestation journey is because they fall short on their practice of gratitude. Gratitude is very simple: being grateful, being thankful, being appreciative, being understanding, and being absolutely aware of the blessings that the universe is showering you with. If you are somebody who understands this language, if you're somebody who's being able to listen to this episode on your cell phone or on some sort of an electronic device, or you're watching it on YouTube, you have access to electronic devices, you have access to internet, you have access to knowledge and education that allows you to understand this language. You have the brain that understands and make sense of all the words that you're listening to. You're imagining things. You have so much more than what others can't even think of or imagine. Irrespective of what life you're living right now, the way your life is today is actually somebody's end goal. And what we are looking at and what we are doing as a society is we are only trying to run behind FOMO. We are only trying to focus on what we don't have. We need to change that as a community at Paycheck to Profit, and we need to start magnifying and amplifying our source of gratitude, because gratitude is directly going to amplify our manifestation power on the whole. The next thing that I want you to understand, the next principle is be specific. Be very, very, very careful for what you wish for. Now imagine this very simply. If you want something, let's say if you're looking at manifesting a bigger house for yourself, please be clear about what kind of a house you're looking at, what kind of a locality you're looking at, what kind of a view are you looking at outside your window, what kind of people, neighbors are surrounding in your particular society. Be very specific. Just saying that I want to move from a 1 BHK house to a 3 BHK house is not enough. What if you end up going to a 3 BHK house which is in a tier 3 city which you don't like? What if you end up going to a part of a particular city that you're not very favorable for? What if you end up getting bad neighbors? What if you end up getting a 3 BHK house but which is very, very, very cramped? Be very specific for what you're looking for, because when you try to manifest just a 3 BHK house without any details, you will end up getting a 3 BHK house, but it may not be the kind of house that you're trying to manifest. This is a very small example, but understand this has an implication on everything that you do. If you're trying to manifest something, be absolutely clear and specific about what exactly are you trying to manifest and why. The first principle that I want you to know about is focus on what you want. Why do you want it, and what do you need to do to manifest the same? Again, let's go back to the house example. What do you want? You want a 3 BHK apartment. Why do you want it? Because the apartment that you're living in at the moment is extremely stuffy, and maybe you want more room for your family, your loved ones, your own work, your own mental space, your own personal space. You want a 3 BHK house for a particular reason in a particular place. And what do you need to do to achieve that house? You need to go house hunting. You need to understand the budget. You need to start planning financially. You need to do so many things which are entirely in your control. But you know what we end up doing in general? We end up focusing on when will we get this house and how will we get this house. You need to understand in the whole concept of law of attraction, when and how is not in your control. It is never going to be in your control, because the moment you ask for something, it's already yours. It's all about you getting ready, you aligning with the subconscious and the universe and actually making your manifestation happen. And that is only going to happen when you focus on things which are in your control, which is what do you want, be specific about it, why do you want whatever you're trying to manifest, and what do you need to do to make that manifestation a reality in your life. The next thing that I want you to understand, which is an extension of the last principle, patience and persistence are your best friends when you're working on your manifestation journey. As I told you, what is not in your control is when will the manifestation come true and how will that manifestation come true. Now, there are so many times when you may feel what you're trying to manifest is absolutely impossible, but there is nothing impossible in this universe. If you can imagine it, if you can feel the presence of it, if you can feel that yes, you deserve what you're looking for, it is absolutely, absolutely, absolutely possible. You just have to focus on what you need to do, what is in your control, and be patient and persistent on your journey. If you feel that you don't deserve something, if you are losing patience, if you feel that no, this is not what I want, things will fall apart. But if you stay patient, if you stay persistent, if you keep focusing on manifestation, if you keep focusing on everything that you need to do to make that manifestation come true, there is no power in this universe that can stop you from manifesting what you desire. The seventh thing that you want to understand, the seventh principle, is the entire concept of law of attraction works on the principle of abundance. There is no room for competition. There are only collaborations. There is no room for scarcity. Manifestation is not a zero-sum game. You need to change your money mindset. You need to understand that if you want to win, if you want to expand your wealth, if you want to expand your income, that does not have to come at a cost of somebody else losing out. That does not have to come at a cost of you grabbing wealth of someone else to increase and expand your bank balance. That is not how law of attraction works. There is room for abundance. There is room for everybody to win. You only have to focus on your journey. Now, the whole concept of money mindset is so important that I have created an entire program in my community, which is called the Maverick Community for Paycheck to Profit, for which I do my multiple webinars, details of which you can find in the description or the show notes below. Please do check it out. Moving on to the eighth first principle, the entire concept of law of attraction revolves around the alignment of you, the conscious being, your subconscious, and the universe. Now, what exactly is the subconscious? Again, something that I'm going to be discussing about in multiple episodes of the future. So make sure that you subscribe to this podcast. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. But for now, understand one simple thing. Your subconscious is the receiving station for your thoughts, words, and feelings. Everything that you can think of, everything that you say, everything that you feel is being absorbed, it's being captured, is being stored, and is being processed in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is very, very, very powerful. So please be very mindful about your thoughts, your words, your feelings, your actions, because everything that you feel, think, do is the raw material that you're supplying to your subconscious mind with regards to your manifestation. The ninth principle that you want to understand, you have to adapt it in your being, is that you will not manifest what you want. You will only be able to manifest what you deserve. So please make sure, if you are trying to manifest a much bigger goal, try to break it down to a smaller goal. Try to manifest a goal which is something that you feel absolutely worthy for. Let me give you an example. Let's say if you're trying to manifest a designation of CEO in your career, and right now you are just a management trainee. CEO may feel 10 steps, 12 steps, 15 steps away. You may have to go through a much bigger journey to achieve that goal. But what is absolutely in your control right now as a management trainee is to go from management trainee to a manager or some sort of a associate or some sort of a team lead. Let's try to break down your ultimate goal into smaller, realizable, real chunks which are manageable for you, chunks which you can see yourself manifest in a much shorter time period, chunks which don't make you feel uncomfortable, chunks that don't make you feel if you're even worthy for the ultimate goal. Take one step at a time. You can't end up eating your breakfast, lunch, and dinner right at the start of the day and not eat for the rest of the day, right? Even if you try to do that, you're not going to be able to fill your stomach. And even if you end up overeating, you're going to end up messing up with your entire digestive system. Similarly, you cannot go from management trainee to CEO in one go. You will have to break it down into chunks which you feel absolutely worthy for. Take one step at a time. Do whatever is needed for you to move from A to B, B to C, C to D, and that's how your journey will go. So make sure that you are manifesting what you want, but also you are manifesting what you deserve at the moment, whatever you feel worthy for. If you don't feel worthy about manifesting something, it is not going to come true, or it is going to take forever, which will end up testing your patience and persistence all the more. The final thumb rule, or the first principle that I want you to understand with regards to law of attraction, is that you are the only resistance or roadblock on your journey to manifestation. Now, again, understand this. The whole concept of law of attraction works on the principles of abundance, principles of what you're trying to manifest is already yours. Something that you can see or desire is absolutely possible for you to achieve in your life. So there is nothing stopping you besides yourself. You need to work on your self goals. You need to work on your personality. You need to work on your overall manifestation process, becoming a better human being. You need to do everything that is in your capacity to manifest better. As I told you earlier, you only need to focus on what do you want, why do you want it, and what do you need to do to make that manifestation possible and real for yourself. So if you've understood these 10 principles, I am sure that you're going to imbibe them in your life and keep listening to them again and again. If you feel that there is some resistance, there's some block that is stopping you from manifesting what you are trying to manifest. And if you have any questions, I am easily approachable on most social media platforms, so feel free to connect with me, reach out to me, send me a message, send me a DM, and I'll try and answer your questions. If there's something that you give me which is a much bigger topic, I will create another podcast episode for you on those topics. Having said that, I hope you've gotten some answers and clarity today. If you're ready to supercharge your journey to manifest and get associated with Paycheck to Profit, I would like to invite you to 2 or 3 options that I have for you. Go to the show description or notes and you will find a link to the WhatsApp group. Follow us on that WhatsApp group, because every time we create new content on any of our social media platforms, we share that information with the WhatsApp community. You can follow us on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. And if you're watching us if you're listening to this podcast on your favorite podcast platform, please subscribe to the channel. Become a part of the Profit Clan. You'll see a link below, or I'll just read it out for you. That's paychecktoprofit.com, which is PaycheckToProfit. paychecktoprofit.com/PROFITCLAN. paychecktoprofit.com/Profit Clan. Please become a member of the Profit Clan, because everything that is worthy to be shared with my internal community goes as an email to my Profit Clan community. So please become a part of the Profit Clan community. If you're somebody who's still listening or watching this episode, you are definitely going to get a lot of value out of the Profit Clan community. It's now time for you to show me your support, and I'm requesting you to do this because as a new podcast, every piece of support that you can give to this channel will help us tremendously. Please take a screenshot of this episode from wherever you're watching or listening. Just share it on social media. Do not forget to tag Mr. Emojical and Pay2Pro. You'll find these links again in the show notes or description. When you share this on social media, more and more people will get to know about Manifest with Paycheck to Profit. More and more people will discover this resource. More and more people will be able and will get to understand how they can manifest better, and you will be instrumental. Your law of karma is going to come back to you and support you, because of you, somebody else will be able to manifest something that they have been desiring for their entire life. Please give a 5-star to this entire podcast on whatever platform you're listening to, so that every 5-star or every comment or every review that you give us helps this podcast to grow bigger much sooner and faster. In the next episode, I'm going to talk to you about at least 5 techniques or tools or ways in which you can manifest better, manifest faster, and overall improve your mindset, your belief system. How do you start feeling more worthy to manifest whatever you're looking for? So if that is something that interests you, please do not forget to subscribe to this podcast, and I'll now see you. The next episode will come out on Monday, 6 a.m. IST. You start your week with a brand new episode of positivity, manifestation, and growth. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast till the end. I hope you'll stay connected with us. Stay connected, stay magnetized, and keep manifesting. Keep going, keep growing.